Alcohol is complete garbage, and I quit. I'm super excited to talk to you about this because you will have a literal mind blow. But you're really gonna like it. Like in a 50 Shades of Grey way. As always in my lifestyle videos. My alcohol quitting journey started about 2 years ago during the COVID pandemic. It's funny, that was also when I quit coffee. Yep, I went full on, let's question everything about my life mode. Anyone else? COVID was weird. Anyway, let's rewind to the beginning. Picture this. I was a bright-eyed freshman in my bachelor's, kind of insecure, kind of awkward, and I made this little group of friends. This is in the first semester, by the way. They were so funny, so cool, and just really fun to be around. Our routine: go to uni early, actually attend all our lectures, can you imagine? Then head home, nap, eat, the usual, but the real fun started after 5 p.m. when we would meet up again at a cafe or a restaurant that served alcohol. We would drink, laugh, and just vibe. It was almost a daily thing. Honestly, it felt amazing. Alcohol had this magical way of making us all feel carefree and ridiculously close. Ever felt that? Like you're laughing at jokes that might not even be that funny, but in the moment, they're the funniest thing in the world, because it's with your friends. Yeah, that was us. Just let me throw in some salt first, aka science, about why alcohol makes you feel better, socially speaking. So, alcohol affects the brain by altering its chemical balance, particularly through the release of dopamine, 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 a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This surge in dopamine can create a sense of euphoria and make activities feel more enjoyable. Additionally, alcohol reduces inhibitions by suppressing activity in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making and social regulation, or like holding back-ish. As a result, individuals may feel more socially connected and confident, even to the point of expressing behaviors or thoughts that they would otherwise avoid under normal circumstances. Then, COVID hit hard. I'm talking military delivering groceries to your doorstep kind of hard. In my city, Amman, Jordan, we were stuck at home for what felt like forever. No supermarkets, no socializing, just lockdown life. By the way, I'm sick and my voice is scratchy, so I'm sorry for being ugh. Yeah. I might lay down at some point. Anyway, eventually, the rules of COVID eased up a bit and we were allowed out once or twice a week. Naturally, I jumped at the chance to invite my friends over. I'd been counting down days to see them, but here's the catch: no alcohol. Why? Because it was impossible to get any during that time. So my friends came over and I was beyond excited, jumping up and down. I couldn't wait to laugh with them, to feel that warm, fuzzy sense of belonging again. But something was off, really off. We sat there trying to chat, but it was so awkward. I can't even explain how painfully awkward it felt. You know, that kind of awkward where you're internally screaming, "Someone please say something funny, please." That was me. And then it hit me. Do we only find each other funny because we were always drinking? Were we even real friends, or was it just the alcohol making everything seem fun and carefree? That was a tough pill to swallow. I mean, these were my people, right? We had spent a whole semester inseparable, laughing, bonding over drinks and fries and burgers, but now, without the alcohol, their jokes felt predictable. Suddenly, we had to talk about ourselves, our hobbies, our lives, and it really slammed me then. I didn't even know them, and they didn't really know me either. We had nothing in common except for uni and our alcohol-fueled friendship. It felt like the light in the light bulb was finally switched on or something, and it was painfully bright. You know what? It was kind of heartbreaking, but also eye-opening. I realized how much alcohol had shaped not only our bond, but my perception of it. It wasn't real, not in the way I thought. This is not to say that those people were bad or that no one can have friends if they're like having alcohol, but no, I mean, those people were really nice and generous, and I still think they're amazing. It's just our friendship might have been artificially generated by the dopamine feel-good hormones. This was the start of my alcohol-free journey. I decided that I would no longer drink in social gatherings, that instead of doing that, this thing where I would bond with people with food that gets you high and alcohol that makes everything seem fun, I would instead bond with people, but like actually for real, with real talking and real conversations. Over green tea, over orange juice, in the library, over a walk in the park or the desert in my case, over a documentary, maybe. What I mean is, I wanted to actually get to know my friends. I didn't want alcohol to swipe the hard work of having to get to know people under the carpet anymore. I want deep friendships. So, you might be wondering, so is that all? Girl, like she stopped drinking just because she had an awkward friend situation? No, there's way, way more. To rephrase, this was only the tip of the iceberg that I discovered. Come with me into the deep because there's a lot to see. It's just crazy when I started researching, just mind-boggling stuff. So alcohol, the liquid courage, the social boost, the flirting boost, the makes me dance like a rock star potion. Sounds fun, right? Sure, until you realize that it's also one of the most harmful drugs out there. No, seriously. Scientifically speaking, alcohol tops the charts as the drug that causes the most harm to yourself and to others. Damn. Read that again. Statistically, most victims and doers of violent crimes are on alcohol, more than on any other substance. Most of the victims of a rape are on alcohol. Most of the time, sexual predators are also on alcohol when they decide that they're confident enough to do the bad stuff. And addiction, alcohol's got that covered too. It's one of the most addictive substances on the planet. It's like alcohol is in a toxic relationship with humanity. It's clingy, manipulative, and definitely not good for you. Let me just hit you with something crazy, but first, subscribe and like this video. I give you 10 seconds. Alcohol, which is legal, has an addictiveness rate of 8 out of 10. Where is the logic? Why is alcohol legal if it's causing so much damage? But let's move beyond the stats and into real life. Quitting alcohol can literally transform how you experience the world. For starters, you'll finally get to meet your brain in its full non-hungover glory. Your thoughts will be sharper, decisions clearer, and suddenly you will have this thing called mental clarity. Ever heard of it? The energy. Alcohol doesn't just drain your cup, it drains your soul and your body. You wake up sluggish, tired, wondering why your bed feels like quicksand. Without it, your energy levels soar. And you don't need 5 shots of espresso to pretend to be alive. And let's not ignore the aesthetic glow up, because alcohol is not doing your skin any favors. The dehydration and the wrinkles and the bloatiness, it's all part of the deal. Drop the booze and suddenly your skin's like, thanks for hydrating me. Another thing that made me realize alcohol is trash is, did you notice that in most major religions of the world, God clearly says, avoid it. Look, verses straight from the Bible. A verse straight from the Quran. So yeah, religion made me quit. It's gangster, I know, because it made me realize alcohol doesn't only affect us physically, but also influences us from the spiritual side. Alcohol is an energy kryptonite. Let's get a little woo, shall we? I don't know if you're into this, but it's real because alcohol is like putting your energy field through a shredder. It dulls your intuition, restricts your energy flow, and keeps you stuck in this foggy state where you're kind of floating. Not in the fun spiritual awakening way, but I forgot what I was doing 5 seconds ago way. When you quit though, that's when the magic happens, the real magic. You reconnect with your intuition, that little voice in your head that's not just shouting, Taco Bell! And your energy will expand and strengthen, and it will get its life back. You will feel more connected to the present moment, like life is finally in HD, and you actually feel good, not heavy and groggy anymore. Let's not forget creativity, since I'm an artist and this is a creativity channel, supposedly. Well, alcohol loves to smother creativity like a wet blanket. Without that wet blanket, though, your ideas flow, your passions ignite, and suddenly you're painting, writing, building, whatever your thing is, with more purpose and authenticity than ever. I want to blow your mind now, like yet again. The word alcohol itself says, in etymology, the word, okay? It says that it will allow demons to possess you. Let me prove it. Have you ever noticed people referring to alcohol as spirits? Like ghosts? Yes, like ghosts. Booze. Boo, like Casper. Yes. Freaking ghosts and Casper sounds. Boo. Yes. Gin. The alcohol type gin. You know, the type that they mix it with lemon and whatnot. Well, in Arabic, jinn means genie. And in Arabic, that means a dark spirit that can literally possess you and change your mind and thoughts and destiny. Most of the time, jinn can even be a demonic spirit. Jinn. Do you really want jinn with lemon in you now? Freaking alcohol. You know where that word comes from? It comes from Arabic language. Alcohol. Al-kahul. Okay? Which also means spirit, surprise. This symbolizes and explains the connection to alcohol's intoxicating spirit-like qualities, almost like you're possessed and not being yourself. Some cultures view drunkenness as a state where a person is open to influences by external spirits or forces, and maybe there's truth to that. Intoxication is a state of vulnerability, not only physically and mentally, but also it's a state where a person's spirit is weakened, leaving the person open to possession or influence by otherworldly entities. Oh my god, if this doesn't get you thinking, I don't know what will, because this is creepy as hell. Here's the deal. Quitting alcohol isn't about being a buzzkill or becoming boring. It's about waking up, literally and metaphorically. It's about living your life with more clarity and energy and purpose. It's about breaking free from a substance that statistically and scientifically and even metaphysically is wreaking havoc on you. I got a bit fired up. Hold my mic. Yeah, I heard you want to watch my Why I Quit Coffee video. And I left the link in the description and in the end of the video. Whether you're here because you're curious or tired of hangovers that feel like you got hit by a truck, know this. Quitting alcohol isn't just a choice, it's a superpower. You've got this. You'll be more productive. For me, quitting alcohol has been a wild ride. Honestly, I'm grateful for it. It's taught me a lot about myself, about friendship, and about what's real. I realized alcohol can strain relationships. So, sobriety or sobriety, I don't know how to say this, whatever the word is, allows for more meaningful connections and communication. Sobriety, whatever, will clear not only your mind, but your body and even your energy. I don't think I'll ever drink a single sip of spirits anymore. I hope you feel more informed now, and I hope you enjoyed my company. If you did, you can buy me a theoretical coffee to support me. The link is in the description box below too. Thank you for staying until the end. Bye!